tonight I wanted to talk a little bit, or a lot of it, really depends, about 2024 for the channel. I kind of want to do a little bit of a recap, some things that happened this year, just some standout things, and just kind of reflecting on it. I only have a couple bullet points that I've written on on my sticky notes app on my PC, so hopefully I'll be able to string it out for as much as I can, because I know I have a lot of footage from a lot of games that I played this year, and I want to put a lot of those in this video, because I think that'd be really, really, really fun. So I want to split this video into 3 parts. I don't know if one is going to be a lot bigger than the other, but the first part, I want to talk about some notable things that happened, some big achievements for the channel, as well as just other things that happened that were pretty significant. And I'm going to be going down this list in no particular order of importance. One of the things that happened this year in 2024 is that I hit 1,000 subs. I think that happened around March, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, March 18th. I made my 1,000 sub special video, and I hardly remember making it, the video itself, but I do remember hitting 1,000 subscribers. That was such a huge milestone, considering I started this channel 2.5 years ago from literally nothing, 0 subs. I did almost no advertising or promotion. That was the word I was looking for. So I'm very proud to have this channel and to work as hard as I do to making videos, and I literally would not be if it weren't for the people who comment, that view the videos, and without anyone, I wouldn't be working as hard as I do. I've said this before, and I will say it many, 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 many more times in the future. I've always said, as long as one person enjoys my content, and I get a confirmation that someone does enjoy the videos I make, then I will keep doing them. And that has not changed since, my first ever series, which was Bully, since my first ever video, anything. So, before we continue, I want to extend a huge thank you to everybody for the support on the channel. I know we have a lot of new people, new subscribers, through Marvel Rivals. I know my channel got a huge boost in popularity, got a lot of views, a lot more subs, a lot more watch time because of Marvel Rivals. So I want to say thank you to the people who just joined the channel, but I also want to very much thank everybody who has ever interacted with this channel, ever. And yeah, so we hit 1,000 subscribers, and as of now, we stand at 1,700. So honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we got to 2,000 in 2 months, maybe even February. February might be the month that I hit 2,000, which is an insane number still. 1,000 was a very large number for me. I know it's not a big number in the grand scheme of like YouTube or anything like that, but it's a pretty big one for someone who has never done YouTube before, and I feel lucky and I feel proud because I do have a sense of I've built this from the ground up, and I'm very proud of that. And I'm very proud that I've stuck to my goals with the channel and what I set out to do with it. But yeah, other than that, I remember when we did a Q&A for the first time after I hit 1,000 subs. I felt like it was okay to do a question and answer video, and that was really fun. I really like having engagement. I like being engaged with my audience. I like talking to you guys, and I like when you give input based on like what I'm saying. It's like we're having a conversation, and the Q&A video was a perfect example of that, and I loved it. I had so much fun doing that. And hey, maybe I might make another one for 2025. Who knows? Maybe after I hit 2,000. I don't know. I wanted to talk about the two biggest moments of the channel as well, in terms of like activity and growth. Namely, there were two moments, and that was when Helldivers 2 came out and when Marvel Rivals came out. Now, Helldivers came out around February, which is when I made my first Helldivers video. And as of now, like literally a few days ago, like a week ago, that video was the first video of mine to hit 10,000 views, which is an insane number. And I never would have thought that that was possible when I started my channel. 10,000 views is a lot of clicks, and it is my most popular video on the channel. And it's also crazy to me that that video was made this year. It felt like so long ago. But the second like highest peak that my channel has experienced in terms of growth is also Marvel Rivals. And I think one of the mistakes that I made with Helldivers is that I didn't make a follow-up video to Helldivers, even though it was so popular at that point. So I'm doing it a little bit differently now. I am making more Marvel Rivals content while it's relevant, and I think that's a better idea. I remember the Helldivers video doing like super well, but I didn't want to make another video because I had other things that I felt should get an ASMR video on, because that's what, you know, my goal with the channel was originally. It was to cover games that aren't typically covered in ASMR fashion. So I wanted to cover a lot of, you know, games that are not like very suitable for ASMR, but, you know, do it anyway, because, you know, that could be someone's favorite game that they, you know, want to see an ASMR video for. So I made that Helldivers video, and I was like, no, I have to not sell out. I've you know, lost that sort of sentiment since then, and I don't think it's that big of a deal. But I do have, you know, I still have values when it comes to the channel. I commit to a schedule still. Whenever like a main series is going on. But yeah, other things that happened this year, my PC blew up. I remember making the video talking about it, and if you want to know more about when my PC blew up, definitely take a look at that video. I don't know if I'll link it or if I'll just flash the thumbnail if I remember. I don't know. But yeah, my PC blew up probably like half a year ago at this point. I think it was because of lightning, and I left my computer on for a while. I think I left like Fortnite running on it, and then I took a nap, but I was awakened by the sound of my power supply unit exploding, which sounded like a firecracker went off in my room. And then I had to get it fixed, so I unwillingly took about like a week or 2 week hiatus from the ASMR content. And yeah, that was a big thing that happened. Made me a lot more wary and careful about how I treat my PC. And I haven't really had an issue since, other than, sometimes my fan blades for my CPU, those specific fans that pump the hot air out from the top of my PC, that can get a little loud sometimes, and I think they have like a desync issue. I've tried to fix it, but it's a little more complex, and I'm not going to go into it much, but yeah, that's really the only other issue that I've ever had with the PC, other than it blowing up that one time. Another thing that happened, I feel like I've opened up a lot more about myself, considering this is my secret ASMR gaming channel. I know he said it, he said the words, but I've mentioned the fact that, the whole it being a secret kind of thing has definitely lost its meaning since the beginning, because I was definitely a lot more shy about the channel, and now all my friends know about it. Fun fact, I don't think I ever updated my channel with that information, but yeah, all of my friends, pretty much all of them, know about it, and like half of them know exactly what it is, and do see my content. I don't think they watch it, because I don't think they do. I hope not. I hope there's nobody secretly watching my content. There is one guy who, a real close friend of mine, who often comments really stupid stuff, and like riles up the comments. It's very funny, but I don't think he really watches it that much. I don't think so. But I started talking more about my personal life and stories from my personal life and things that were going on recently. And I started talking a lot about, the movies that I'm working on, because that is my career goal, is to make movies. I am a filmmaker in Orlando, enrolled at UCF, the college, under the film program. So I started talking about a lot of movies that I was working on. There was this one big movie that happened this year. It was a feature film that a friend of ours wrote, directed, shot, edited, a lot of stuff. And I was the lead actor for that, and it was a very fun experience, and it came out very, very, very good. And I made a video where I talked a lot about that movie, and I included the link to the movie in the description, so if you guys are at all interested to know about the movie that I starred in. It's a feature film, so it's really long. Then take a look at that. And with that, I definitely have never done a face reveal but in that thumbnail, I do have my face in it. So that's the first time I ever did that. I've never shown my face in a video, like in the video, but that thumbnail is the closest I've ever gotten to a face reveal, and doing a video with my face involved. And it's not that I'm like shy about it or anything like that. I don't know. I feel more comfortable not having my face in it, especially because I wear headphones and it makes my hair look weird. And, you know, my microphone, my pop filter is right in front of my face, so I feel like you wouldn't really get much out of my face in the video. Also, it's a lot more work, so I don't really have anything against putting my face in videos other than that. But yeah, I also wanted to mention that along the lines of film and, you know, the stuff that I work on in film with my partners, my film partners, I've been talking about a short film that we have been working on, and that is almost done. We've got like 98% of the footage done. We just need to grab like a couple insert shots, and we need to put all of our notes together with how we want the editing to be. But once that's done, and once they sound design it and we score it with music, I think it's going to be pretty damn good. There was a point where I was pretty anxious when we started getting the first drafts of the film going, but I think I've really come around to it, and I think it's gonna be really good. So when that eventually comes out, I will be making a video on that, and also I assistant directed it. I didn't direct it, I was assistant director of that, so just one step below director, but I also helped write it with the other two directors, so we all kind of have ownership. I just had a different role than they did on set when we were making the film. So when that comes out as an unlisted link, we will be sending it to film festivals, and we have to keep it as an unlisted link until the film festival circuit is done, or the season is done. So when we finally get a final cut, I will be making a video promoting it, and I will be putting the film in the description. So if you guys are interested in watching a pretty decent short film, then yeah, be expecting it. Also, one more thing about the film is when the new year starts, I am actually set to direct a film myself. I'm not going to mention a whole lot about it right now, but it is a 5-minute short, and it's going to be like horror based. So 5-minute horror short. It's going to be very bite-sized and very digestible. This will be like the first thing I've ever directed, so it'll be good for me as a filmmaker, because I get to put myself in the role of director, and I wrote the script all by myself, and it's only like first draft right now, but I'm very, very, very proud of it. So that's a little bit more of what's been going on in my personal life. I just wanted to fill people in on that. Also, another thing that happened this year, which is like, I don't know, half a year ago at this point, I did my first ever and only collab video with another gaming ASMR video, we both, this was during like the height of the Fallout TV show, so the height of Fallout 4 and all the Fallout games. So me and Hunter Whispers, he's a great guy. I love his content. He does a lot of Starfield stuff. He's been playing a lot of Inscription, and I know he's done a Balatro video, which I've watched all of his stuff, and I continue to. So definitely check his stuff out. He's very cool, and I think he's got a lot to offer. Excuse me. The collab video that we did together was, he had the idea to go to Hangman's Alley, which is like a pretty popular spot for building bases in Fallout 4, and basically build a base there, and we would showcase both of our bases and post it on the same day. And we watched each other's videos after that, and it was so cool. It was so cool seeing how differently he made his base from how I made my base. Hearing my channel's name come out of somebody's mouth on the internet was insane to me. And it was a really fun experience watching his video, and I honestly want to do more. I want to collab with more people, and I want to do more stuff with Hunter Whispers. So if you are watching, my friend, that is my message to you. I want to make more collab stuff. I feel like I haven't lately, because after I made that first collab, I was like, okay, I did it. I've done a collab. I don't really need to feel the need to do it again, but I really do want to. I'm just a little nervous about that interaction and getting there, but that's something that I have to get over myself. But yeah, that is something that happened this year. So now we get into the second part of the video. Hopefully I can keep this as long as the first one was. I wanted to do a little bit of a recap on all of the series that we did this year. A series is just, a series of videos, multiple videos that I've done on a specific game, and, did it start to finish. We did a few of them this year. Honestly, not as many as I thought. But the ones that we did, I'm very, very, very happy about, and I'm very proud of. For one, and this is in order of, like, chronologically in order. We finished Lies of P. That was something that we did, and that was the first Souls-like that I've ever played on the channel, as far as I know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It was the first ever Souls game that I also finished. I'm pretty sure. Well, sorry, I called it a Souls game. It's a Souls-like. It's not made by From Software, so it's not anything like that. But it is a Souls-like. It's just not made by them, and it's not a Souls game either. So, yeah, Lies of P. I think Lies of P is one of, if not the easiest and most accessible Souls-like games out there. I had a lot of fun with it, and there were only a couple points where I was like really stuck, but I was able to get through it after enough tries. I also played and finished Elden Ring this year, but I didn't do any like recording of it. That was a game that I wanted to experience by myself, and I played it in, the year that it came out, which was like 2021, I think. I played it a couple times, but I never finished it. But this year I did, and yeah, I played it pretty on easy mode, basically. I used the summons, and I used I think it's called the Tiger Claw, Ash of War. So, yeah, something that I did this year, but I didn't record. Another series that we did on the channel was Cult of the Lamb, and I look back on that series very, very fondly, because the goal that I had with that series of videos, I wanted to promote engagement with my audience. So a big function that you could do in Cult of the Lamb is add your own and customize your own cultists. So I asked for many, many, many names from my subscribers and people who watched, and people answered. People gave a ton of things, and there was a lot of engagement with that. I think I was able to do something that, everybody could look forward to, because I put them in, or their ideas or characters in this series, and, the cultists, they sort of like have a mind of their own, and they, you gotta take care of them, and they all have like these different personality traits to them. So that was very, very, very fun. Also, it was a roguelike, which is, great. I think that's very central to my channel, honestly, playing roguelikes. And overall, just a really fun and semi-short series that we did. After we did that, I played Outer Wilds for the very first time, I didn't look up anything before I started playing, but I'm gonna be honest, and I was honest during my playthrough. I did have to look up a couple things, because I was pretty much stuck at certain points, and it wouldn't have really made for great content if I just kept doing like things that didn't help me at all. And that would make people be like, oh my god, this guy doesn't know what he's doing, and just a lot of time wasted. I didn't want to do that. So I did eventually have to look up a couple things, but it really was just a couple. The game was phenomenal, and it's not inherently a horror game. It's not marketed as one, but the chills that I got from that game were so intense at points that it hurt. Like, I got goosebumps so hard that my whole body would itch and it would hurt. It was insane. It really creeped me out at points, and it's a really interesting game. It's very intuitive, and anybody that has played it, or anybody that has played it, will tell you to don't look anything up. For me, being a content creator, I kind of had to, which I'm sure you guys forgive me, but there were a lot of things that I brute forced and figured out on my own, and I got to capture that on camera, on recording, and that was a very fun time. So I know I had a lot of people, a couple people actually, who, were waiting for a new Outer Wilds videos, just because Outer Wilds is such a loved game, especially by the people who have played it and beat it. And yeah, it's not my most popular series by any means at all, but it was a really, really, really fun one. After that, I think we took a lot of time off on like making series videos, and I did eventually did Sifu, and that was a very short one, only was it like 5 episodes, but it was also, each of the episodes were very short relative to the rest of my channel. It was always like sub 1 hour, and so that was an easy one to do, and it was very fun. I remember the first video that I made on Sifu, I did terribly. I got to like 70 years old in the first level. So what I did was I put some practice in, and I played on an easier difficulty, on the easiest one, and that's when I did the whole series. But yeah, since then I have replayed it in normal mode, how I originally intended to do it. And it took the final boss a good couple tries, but I finally did it not too long after I made the last video on Sifu. But that was a great game. Yeah, not really much else to say. It was very fun, very short and sweet. It was great. And those were the games that I, that are like narrative, if that makes sense, where I started it and I finished it in episodic form. But there were other series of videos that were more like multiplayer or not narrative, where, there was no real end in sight. For example, Deadlock came out in early access this year, and I haven't played it in a while, I'm gonna be honest, but I did have a great time playing it when I was playing it during those first couple months. And I probably made like 5 or 6 videos on Deadlock until I just, I stopped making videos on it because I stopped playing the game. But when I did, I had a really good time, and it was very fun. After that, we also did a couple videos on Black Ops 6 Zombies. I've never done a zombies video for Call of Duty. So Black Ops 6 was the first time I've ever done that, even though Black Ops 2 was my favorite. Oh my god, the zombies in that will always be my favorite of all time. But now with Black Ops 6 Zombies, I actually, for the first time ever, started learning how to do, like, side Easter eggs and main Easter eggs. Yeah, I was able to make videos on them, and they came out really well. I enjoyed them. I still have to do the Citadel Easter egg. I've done it a couple times already, but I have not recorded one, and honestly, I don't know if I will, because it seems really long for one person to do. I don't know. Let me know if you want to see a Citadel Day More Easter egg video. I don't know if I will again, but yeah, maybe if I get asked more, I might get around to doing it. But other than that, we've been doing a lot of Marvel Rivals content on the channel, and that has grown my channel like so much. I think one of the things that helped a lot was how quick I was with making my first video. And I love that my Luna Snow video is currently the most popular Marvel Rivals video that I've made so far. As far as I'm concerned, I'm gonna keep making videos on Marvel Rivals, even if, like, I run out of characters to play, I'm gonna keep making content on it to grow the channel, but I will also stay very true to the channel and to my core beliefs at what I think the channel should be, and make other content on other games as well. So now we get into the third and final section of this video, and I wanted to talk about the future of the channel. I want to lay out some goals and lay some like milestones out. For example, I've mentioned this before, but right now we are at like 1,700 subscribers. I think it'll take just a couple more months to hit 2,000. So I definitely foresee us hitting 2,000 subscribers this next year in 2025. And, like, that's definitely going to happen. But I wonder if we can get to 3,000. Because on average at this point, I feel like I'm getting around 1,000 per year. So if I really buckle down and make as many videos as I can, from like day to day to day, I wonder if we can hit 3,000. I don't think it's impossible to get that in 2025, but hey, we may cut it close, who knows? Or maybe we'll have a growth that has never been experienced on the channel before. Who knows? Maybe we'll hit another peak. And like I said in the second section, I mentioned that the amount of series that I've done this year was actually lower than I thought. So this next year I want to do more series. I've got a couple ideas in mind already. There are some games that are coming out soon that I would like to do a series on, but there are also games from the past that I have yet to cover that I want to. I'm not going to say all of them, but one of them, and this will be the next series that I do, and it will begin sometime in early January. I would like to do a Halo 3 series from start to finish. I don't care how many people watch it. I would like to do that because it's my favorite Halo, personally. And I want to cover it. And yeah, just generally more series that I want to do. Another thing that I am thinking about doing is actually getting a webcam and implementing that into my videos. I'm gonna have to angle it at a point where, you know, you can still see my face, even though I've got a microphone and a pop filter in front of it. But yeah, I want to play around with that idea, using a webcam and seeing if that does anything for my channel. Because I'm starting to take this channel a bit more seriously, and because of that, I'm looking at like taking the next step to improving my content. So I feel like getting a webcam might very well be one of those things that I might just try out. But if not, that's totally fine. At the very least, I have a webcam, and I didn't have that before, so who knows? And finally, a goal that I want to accomplish this year. I want to do it this year sometime, at least one time. I would like to stream. I would like to do one single stream. I don't know what game I would do it on. Probably Risk of Rain. Maybe have it like an hour-long stream, just a tiny one, to see what would happen, either on Twitch or on this channel on YouTube. Who knows? I don't know. I want to do it. I want to do a stream. I've been talking about it for a long time, and I get so many comments saying like, oh my god, you totally should. I would love to see that. So I'm gonna try it one day. I want to. So I also have to, you know, test out streaming And yeah, that's pretty much it as far as the goals are concerned. I have been recording for 42 minutes. In the video, it's probably about 40 minutes, but yeah, I think that's enough time that I covered. So, yeah, I think I've accomplished my goal of, recapping 2024. I mean, there are a lot of videos that I made this year. I actually don't know how many exactly, but it's been a lot. Probably my most active year so far, and like I said before, my most successful year so far. I can only hope and pray that I have the same success, even like, let alone more success than I did this year with the peak that was Helldivers 2 and the peak that was Marvel Rivals. But I'm still gonna make videos. I'm still gonna make a lot of them. And yeah, I'm gonna keep trying to innovate wherever I can. I'm gonna keep trying to improve myself wherever I can. And I'm gonna take the steps necessary to grow this channel, because I'm sure I've already mentioned this before, but I do make money on the channel. It's not sustainable at all, let's be honest. Like, let's be real. I'm not making, like, a ton at all. But since Marvel Rivals, since those videos started coming out, the idea of, like, not living off of this, I'm not there yet by any means, but, making, like, a decent amount of change from this channel has become a reality for me. And that, to me, is insane, that I now have this new outlook on how I plan my videos and stuff. And I say that not to brag to anybody, because I'm not like that at all. I wanted to mention that because I am extremely grateful, and this channel means so much to me. I made this channel when I felt like I was doing nothing with my life, and I kind of felt not a lot of self-worth at that time. And I was playing video games, doing nothing, and at a certain point I started feeling sorry for myself. So I made this channel to do something productive with my hobby that I love so much. I love video games so much. I love playing them. And I was genuinely able to be productive and really make something out of my hobby, which is playing video games. And not only am I now getting paid for it with, dirt at this point, but I'm also able to connect with all of you guys, and I'm genuinely able to help you guys go to sleep and relax and just have someone to talk to. I'm so glad that this channel means something to people. And, like, you don't even have to know who I am personally. It's just this guy on the internet that you can connect with. That means so much to me. And I'm so proud of myself because of you guys and all of the work that I've put in and all of the engagement that you guys give me. I'm so grateful, and I feel lucky as well. There's not a whole lot more to say about it other than thank you. Thank you to everybody who is, watching this, and who knows if you're listening at this point. Because, yeah, this is the part where I try to be as real as I can, and I'm just trying to express how grateful I am, and I hope that comes across to everybody, especially the people that are watching right now. I mean, if you're asleep at this point, that's great too. Don't get me wrong. I've done my job, and honestly, you could argue that makes me happier. But if you are, paying attention to the words that I'm saying now, that means the entire goddamn world to me at this point. So, yeah. I think I'm good to call it there. Yeah, this has been a great year for this channel. I can't wait to see what happens the next year. I can't wait to see the heights that we reach. I can't wait to see all of the games that I will be playing and all the games that we can talk about. And yeah, this has been the best year for the channel, and I am slowly the idea that I am a YouTuber is very slowly but surely becoming a more comfortable word to use to describe myself. And if I was able to tell myself that when I was like 12, that would be, he would love that. He would go nuts over that. Honestly, like 2 years ago, I would have gone nuts over the point that I'm at right now. But I gotta cut it off. I gotta stop yapping at a certain point. So yeah, I hope my message has come across to you guys. Thank you again for all of your support on this channel. It means the world. And again, I can't wait to see what 2025 brings to us and to this channel. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed the all of the content that I have, overlaid this video with. As soon as I hit the button to stop recording, I gotta download all of the videos that I'm gonna put in this video, so that'll be very fun. And I'm gonna go to work on that right now. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I can't wait to see you guys in 2025, and yeah, have a good rest of your year. Didn't think I was gonna say that, did you?